together. It's time to move on.
Peter Kyle.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I was walking down New Church Road in my constituency yesterday and was stopped by a man who was out for a walk with his young daughter. He explained to me that he was a real Remainer, that he had voted and campaigned for Remain, he had supported Remain all the way through, he supported the idea that I co-championed with Phil Wilson for a confirmatory referendum. He had really felt in his heart that he wanted our country to remain. And yet he told me that when the Prime Minister came back with a deal on Christmas Eve, he rushed to the fridge with his wife and opened a bottle of champagne that he was saving for the next day. He had done so because he knew what the impact of no deal would have on his business. It was hard to hear somebody say that they were celebrating this deal, but I understand why, and it really impacts the way that I am voting today. He is lucky because the business that he has, which exports products into EU countries and other European countries, is in the 20% of the economy that's covered by this deal. He is now preparing himself with the additional paperwork and bureaucracy and having to take on extra staff to do it, but he is covered by some of this deal. But there is 80% of the economy that isn't. If you are in the financial services sector and you're working in Chester or in Manchester or in Edinburgh, you are left behind. If you have a professional qualification and seek to use it in other countries, you are left behind. If you are in the creative and performing arts sector, you are left behind. And if you are a young person who is in education and looking to explore the full potential of your potential across the Europe and beyond, you are left behind. But I am in no doubt that supporting any deal is better than the chaos of no deal. And I am also in no doubt that if we inflicted defeat on the government today, this is not a government that will extend and renegotiate. It is a government that will drive us out with no deal tomorrow. That is a price that we cannot afford. And I have not gone into politics and become a Member of Parliament to be a politician that votes one way and secretly hopes the outcome will be another. I am not a member of a party that wants to let other parties do the heavy lifting. That is why I will be stepping up and taking responsibility for what is in the best interests of our country tonight, supporting this deal and fighting for the deal to be a starting point, not an end point going forward. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.